People filing in. What's good, everybody? My name is Kemet High. You already know what time it is. Before we get into the break, I gotta say rest in peace to the legend, the icon, one of music's greatest talents, Tina Turner. Elsewhere, today's episode of The Break, the guest, Gloss Up. She really needs no introduction. She's been going crazy, and that's been on display for the world to see. When she taps in, we're going to get into her elevation. But as always, thank you to everybody pulling up. Should be a real solid convo coming up. So let me see if she's in the mix. For those just now tapping in, we got QC's own Gloss Up. Oh, here we go.
Hey,
Yo, what's going on?
hey, I'm good. How you doing?
No complaints. My name is Kemet. Off rip, I got to thank you for taking the time. It's about to be a real solid one. We've been anticipating it. So, yeah, appreciate you for pulling up.
Thank you for having me.
Sure, the pleasure is ours. My first question, just got to be human for a second. What's keeping you smiling today?
My kids.
Yeah, always. We're gonna get into that a little bit later. So I'm gonna let that
Okay.
rock. Yeah, I want to go ahead and tap into your journey. Let's start with Memphis. Growing up, like obviously that's a very layered city. In terms of the people that came out of it, the things that go down there. What did your version of Memphis look like?
I grew up in South Memphis. Well, when I be with my dad, I was always in South Memphis. When I was with my mom, I used to be in this area called Bartlett.
Okay.
It was like the better area. I had fun. I went to a lot of schools growing up. Made a lot of friends. Um, Never seen my mom and my daddy like work an actual job, so that's kind of how I turned into an entrepreneur at an early age.
Yeah.
Pretty
Okay.
much, I love my city.
Rightfully so, straight like that. It's dope to hear that your hustling vibes come from the top down.
Hmm
I know you also used to design T-shirts back in the day.
I
Can you
still
bring us?
do.
Oh, okay, straight up. Can you
Yeah.
bring us into that a little bit? Like, you take orders? Was you like letting people come? You had your own designs and you were selling it. Like, what's the word on that?
Okay, so I first started doing shirts. I used to like have a sewing machine, and I used to like sew different clothes like for my shows and stuff like that, or like my videos. I used to make me little stuff. So my uncle had bought me the little print machine, which is Glow Manager now. That's my uncle.
Gotcha.
Um, and
Oh,
I kind
fire.
of taught myself how to use it, and I just like the new Jordans that come out, and I just sell like shirts to match them every weekend. And I used to
Uh,
like sell out. It used to be enough money to pay my rent. So,
yeah, straight like
but I
that. Now
still
that's
do
dope.
it now. That's something I
For sure.
like doing.
Absolutely. That was actually gonna be my next question. Like, where you plan on continuing that, and like, where would you want to take it? Your lane in the fashion industry. You want to make it bigger? You kind of cool where you at?
I don't want to sew anymore, but I do want to do like the print. I like doing it. I'm planning on going to school. I supposed to start school next month, but I don't know. Am I gonna
Uh,
have if I'm gonna have time? So.
yeah, you got a lot going on, but somebody like yourself, it seems like you always find out a way to make it work.
hmm And that's something I really want to do. Like that's something I can do to the day I die.
Yeah, for
Cause I make
sure.
my kids stuff all the time.
That's wavy. I'm sure they're gonna appreciate that. Got to keep the kids
Yeah.
swaggy. That's a reflection of the parent.
Yep.
Let's dive into the music a little bit. Like, what's a rap song, album, or artist that made you fall in love with the genre of hip hop?
Um, me growing up, I used to listen to like the girls that was my age. When the rap game came on, I knew all them already. Cause I used to look them
Word.
up on YouTube.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
my mama like she didn't allow me and my sister to like listen to adult music and rap. So right now I got a lot of catching up to do.
It'd be
But
like
yeah,
that.
like I said, I used to listen to like Young Lyric, Mulatto, Super Peach, like
Nice.
all the girls that was kind of my age. I used to listen to them.
Yeah, that's interesting. I can relate. My mom, she always loved music, but it was always like heavy on the R&B. So when it came to rap, even like when Nas came out with that I Know I Can, she was like, nah, you ain't listening to this shit. So for me, it was like I fell in love with gospel, I fell in love with R&B. Rap came when I was like 14, 15 in high school. What age did you break out of that and start
About
discovering
that
rap for
time,
yourself? Yeah.
about that time, 14, 15.
Oh yeah, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
But I've been rapping for a long time. But like at first, I used to record myself on my phone. Like I did curse at first, cause like that ain't nothing I was used to. Then I started fighting, and I don't know. It just
Turned up.
came. Yep.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, walk me into that a little bit. Like, what made you decide to become an artist, and what did those first steps of your journey look like?
Yeah, my first steps, me in the bathroom, in my closet, recording myself on SoundCloud,
Oh, okay.
uploading it. I remember I had did my own video on my YouTube channel. Like my YouTube channel that I got right now, I had that ever since I started.
Mm,
My SoundCloud, I had it ever since I started. Like it's a lot of stuff that's like on private. Um, yeah, but pretty much, it, it, I don't know where it came from. It just I knew that I wasn't like other girls doing it. Like I don't be trying to be cocky when I say that, but I've been in a rap group before with
shit.
some girls, and like I always knew I was like the one, kind of.
Yeah.
I knew
Nah,
I
I
was
feel
gonna
it.
be here. Fuck
It's a feeling for
it.
sure. Yeah, when you special, you know, like it's something about it. It's something
hmm
about it. So I get it. What would you say is like if you remember the first song you ever recorded and put out?
Um, I think it was. I ain't had nothing about my daddy for Father's Day, so I had made him a song.
Fire. Yeah, I would love that as a father. What did he say when you showed it to him?
He was happy.
Oh
He
yeah,
always be happy.
for sure. How'd you get the name Gloss Up?
Um, my face, my granddad used to call me Glossy,
Why?
but I
You
had a
kept
lot
it.
of names. Like I had a lot of rap names, and this was my last one.
I was gonna ask if you had it from the start or if it's something you adopted over time. Okay, okay, okay.
No, my first name was J Breezy. Then it was Mini Barbie. Then it became Glossy.
Straight up. What made you
Mm-hmm.
change it? I know you said it came from your grandfather, but what made you decide to say,
J
all right, I'm gonna move forward with it?
Breezy was just okay. Like growing up, like well, coming up. Like that was part of the process. Like I knew that ain't nothing you can market Jay Breezy. You get what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
you know, we talk about that
Like
all the
like
time.
right now I got a really good name. And I think a lot of people should think about stuff like that when they come up with a rap name. But I got a really
Preach.
good name to market and it's different. So that was part of
Yeah.
the thought process.
Oh yeah, I respect that a lot. Like we talk about that as people that cover music as critics. Like the name has to be visible, you know, easy to search, like something that people could gravitate to. If you got all these letters and exclamation marks and stuff, it's gonna be a little tougher. So
hmm
it's dope to hear that you was already aware of that. Using that to your advantage.
Yeah, I just know like I could say probably like 6 years ago I started working on like my image, like my voice. Like I've been performing and everything. Like I was working on it like way before now.
Mm.
So that's why I'm like how I am right now because I've been working.
Yeah, all your hard work is paying off.
hmm
What would you say was like your welcome to the rap game moment on like a mainstream level? Was it the talent show? Was it something else? Other tracks, other projects?
Um, like I said, I was in a rap group, and when we posted this song on Facebook, all of us rapping, all the girls rapping,
Mm-hmm.
and that was like when I was fresh out of high school, and like when I woke up the next morning, that shit went stupid on Facebook, but
Mm.
of course it didn't last. Um, then that was part. I was like, damn, my city fucking with me. Like when I seen all them Breeze insurance and everything. Then like Moneybag, like all the big people, they just showed recognition like long time ago, way before this.
Wait, what
hmm So
was that track called?
we had did Guns on Deck.
Guns on Deck. Okay,
We had
okay.
whose song was that? But it was a song called Guns on Deck. We had remixed it like all the girls just was rapping.
Wait. I know
hmm
you just mentioned Moneybag. Obviously, he been growing like a motherfucker over the last few years. I know Hit Kid was also somebody that you worked with early on.
Uh-huh.
What do you think he brought to the table, like as a producer? Like, how did that kind of shift the narrative of your career, if you would even say that?
Like I love his kid sound because it's so Memphis. Like my own song,
Definitely,
I don't think I can do stuff like that on other people's beats. Like, cause we from the same. It's just the chemistry.
definitely.
Like we from the same hood. We know how Memphis really sound. Like this ain't nothing we trying to figure out or put together. This like
Yeah,
literally that's where we from. So everybody always saying that I remind them a little chat against the boo, so it's always easy on a hit kid beat.
Yeah, now respect to that. I know she also, RIP, like before her passing, she co-signed you, GloRilla, just saying that it wasn't that y'all was just from Memphis, but y'all was authentic to it, you know, like exposing the world, bringing the world into that city. So that was dope
Hmm.
to hear. It makes a lot of sense with you even saying that.
Yeah.
I know obviously y'all are taking off as solo artists. As a group, y'all find a lot of motion as well. I personally love Ghetto, which obviously got that F and F energy. As the FN, I was like, all right, maybe I ain't the target audience, but that made me feel like y'all was even more undeniable because it was speaking to somebody like me, even if it was unrelatable.
Hmm.
Um, so I gotta ask you, what would you say is the toughest track that y'all put out as a group? Yourself, Glo, Slimeroni, y'all know the mix.
Hmm. Like, what was the hardest one to make? Like,
Now, what's like your favorite? Like,
oh,
what you think is the top of the top? Yeah, could go any direction, but what would you say?
yeah, I gotta hear the new music.
Oh, all right, new music coming soon.
Uh-huh.
All
But
right,
like the ones that's out, I say set the tone. I don't know. It set the tone in Shabooya.
yeah, yeah,
But I
yeah.
love all our songs.
Facts. Yeah, y'all ain't missed yet. Shabooya obviously went super stupid, like hella streams on it, radio play, all that jazz. What's the story on how y'all created that?
Shabooya, I don't know. I just remember he kid like used to book like 12-hour sessions, and
Damn.
he used to ask all the girls like, are we? He was trying to see if everybody available, and we'll just pull up. Everybody in the studio just vibing. I remember when we first did Shabooya, we had made a video in the studio. We didn't get no views. Like people didn't care. Like we put it on TikTok, then like zero views. Like they didn't give a goddamn fuck. So, and originally Glow was on the song. I wish she still was on there, cause it's like her verses are hard.
I believe it.
But yeah, that song was like 2 years ago.
Sheesh. Okay. Damn,
Mm-hmm.
what's the energy like when y'all are in a session? You know, is everybody kind of to themselves? Y'all come together? Y'all be turned up? The bottles on deck, the
Yeah,
gas
we
on
be
deck? Like I was
having Taylor Port,
like, yeah,
we
TP.
everybody fun. We be having fun.
Yeah,
He kid with his big ass shoes being there, like, like it just be a vibe. Like me personally, when all the girls they be in the room rapping, I always be the one. Like when I get the beat, I just go out the room and go somewhere inside of the big studio and write to myself because that's how I write.
yeah,
I'm always closed in. I don't know why.
yeah. Okay, I was gonna ask about your process. That's interesting. Real quick, I do want to get into your project, Different Shades of Gloss. I know that came out 2019, but
Oh, I'm
beforehand,
like,
yeah. Tell them about the TP, man. Why Taylor Port? Like, how does that shit make you feel? Why you gravitate to it? Because I feel like if you've been around, you know. But some people don't even know about what that is. Like when it was, I think it came up on Twitter, and people was like, "What is this?" Like I feel like a lot of folks had an arrow with that. So yeah, tell them about
I
that
don't.
TP
You
real
know
quick.
how you got when you on Facebook, you just see stuff, and I think no, I think Nikki Pooh got Glow on it, and Glow got me on it.
Uh,
Yeah, and
okay.
then I like I don't. I used to like Casamigo till I got on tour. And it's like now if I smell Casamigo, I don't like it no more. Like that liquor be too strong. And Taylor Port is like smooth. It's
Mhm.
not no liquor, it's wine.
Yeah,
It's just having you feeling like that girl. I just love Taylor Port.
yeah.
I want to be a Taylor Port.
It's gonna get you there for sure. I am not mad at it.
I'm dead.
Um, all right, Different Shades of Gloss, 2019. That was your debut project, right?
Yeah, in a way.
Okay. When you look back at that effort, like, what does it mean to you and your catalog?
Honestly, I feel like that project I actually was rapping. Like I love that project. I wish I could redo all them songs. I probably will eventually, but I love that project.
Yeah,
And I'm really trying to get back to that era because I really was rapping. Like right now, it's sometimes I be feeling like I just be saying stuff and I'll be hard on myself. I don't know. But I'm trying to get back to that gloss.
for sure. That's interesting. I feel like a lot of people, when it comes to the stuff they drop early on, they want to get away from it. It's interesting to hear you say you want to get back to it, but no, it'd be like that. You
Hmm.
know, as your profile rises, you get a different status in the world. You become an even harder critic on yourself. So that makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense. What was going on? So you said you was in a group, obviously dropping freestyles and stuff. What was going on before that project? Like up into that, was you just releasing Lucy's, kind of working on your craft? Did you stop taking music seriously at any point?
No, I always like it used to get to a point I didn't even pay my bills because I wanted to shoot a video.
Mm,
So, and that's crazy to say,
shit.
but I
Nah, that's real.
just really love music. Like if I want to go to the studio, it's like pay my car note to go to the studio, and I'm gonna go to the studio. And I
Okay,
can't
no.
even like you can't even tell. Like I remember my ex, his mama used to be like, "Go to work," and I used to be like, "No," like because like I just knew it was gonna be like this one day, especially when you
Yeah.
working towards something. And I knew I
Yeah.
was good. Um,
Yeah. Nah, for sure. I feel like everything earlier I heard in your catalog, you could tell. Everything now just sounds like a refined version of what you already been on.
mhm.
I know you mentioned Glow a few times. I gotta ask you. We know her as GloRilla. You know her as Gloria Woods. How did y'all meet?
um, I met Glow. They had a talent show in our city. I started seeing her when she had dropped her first song, and I was like, damn, this bitch hard. And then we had a talent show. We had finally met up, but we wasn't like friends or whatever. So I had needed a job, and I knew she was working at Nike. Um, I'm trying to think, is it? Oh yeah, I needed a job. She was working at Nike. She had helped me get on in Nike, and we used to
Gotcha.
just car ride together to work every day. We got real cool. But we originally met through the talent show.
Straight up. What year was
Mhm.
that? You remember?
That was 2019.
Okay. Okay, for sure. A few years later, y'all will go on to drop Best Friend. It's been going crazy, obviously accurately titled. How did
hmm
that track come together?
It was just I knew I wanted to do a best friend anthem. I sent it to her because like right when we first grew up, we really weren't seeing each other like that.
Yeah.
So it was just I sent it to her, she sent it back.
Yeah. And that's interesting too. One thing I love about y'all, at least from the outside looking in, it seemed like y'all stay close. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Super supportive of each other in light of the fame. Always in each other's music videos, and things of that nature.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
a clingy ass bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good thing though. That just show how much it can be annoying, but that show how much somebody love
No,
you.
it ain't annoying because it's like cute because my best friend, she be like, we literally talk every day and we talk like when before we go to sleep, we talk every night. Like last night
Fire.
we was on the phone, we was like, all right, call when you wake up. Good night.
I love that. Yeah. Don't let the music game change you. It's a little crazy. Nah, I feel that. Obviously y'all are establishing your solo career, doing a great job at that. You think y'all will ever make a collab project?
Yeah, we got a lot of songs. We was planning on doing it before we signed.
Really?
Um, our project was called Gina and Pam. So
Ah,
yeah, I'm sure we gonna still put it out, but we coming harder now.
yeah. I could imagine. I could imagine.
hmm
Um, Speaking of signing, you obviously ended up making a deal with QC. What a story label, what a run they was on in 2010s, bleeding in and now. What year did you sign with them, and why were they a fit for you? I'm sure the label started calling once you kind of made your mainstream introduction. So, yeah, why QC and when?
I mean, QC is QC, Young Dolph, CMG. That's all I know.
Mm,
So, and
solid.
I also knew I didn't want to sign to the same label as my best friend because it's they just nothing I would never do. Um, so I just when I met up with P, I just loved his vibe. Like he always made me feel like he was my dad. So,
Mm,
and then what I asked for, I got or whatever, and they make sure I'm straight. I
respect
just
to it.
love like I said, that's all I knew. Like between them three labels, I just knew I never wanted to sign to like the labels that you don't even get to meet the CEOs, and the CEO fly me out.
Yeah, yeah. It seemed like that. Like it's super personal.
hmm
Going into the roster, obviously you and Lakia caught one with Real Bitch.
hmm
Y'all seem to have like great chemistry that translates well on Wax. I feel like y'all are both a part of this new era of QC. So what is there to say on behalf of the new energy that QC is putting out? Like how y'all coming?
I first of all, I love Lakia.
Yeah,
Um,
she hard
I
as hell.
love everybody on the label. Um, but like what you just said.
Yeah, nah. I said, how are y'all coming? Like, what is there to say on behalf of like the new era, the new breath
I
that
mean,
QC is pushing out?
On my behalf, I know my unreleased songs. I just feel like motherfuckers, you know, they got me fucked up. The world got me fucked up, and
Why you say that?
not because I'm part of the new QC. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I'm like I'm trying to be up there with City Girls, the baby,
You know what
I
I'm
said the
saying?
baby, little baby.
Yeah, nah, I'm with you. Big shoes to fill. But nah, it's dope to see you a part of that movement.
hmm
Before the Gloss Up, that was your label debut. Came out at the top of this year. Sounded both comfortable and confident on the effort. What was the creative process like putting that together?
Say it again. I'm up here reading these comments. They talking about I'm high. I'm not high.
You good. See the comments, I already know. That's why I'll be ignoring it. But now, before the Gloss Up, like what do you remember about putting that together?
Okay, before the gossip. So I was in here. I'm in the studio right now, but I was in the
Sure.
studio. Like I literally go to the studio. If I gotta be in the studio, I'm gonna do everything at the studio. I be getting my massages, my hair done, my nails done. My friends coming, we smoking hookah. I get everything done in the studio. So this one particular day, I was in here getting my hair done. So he was like, "Your cover finna look like this." So I'm like,
Fire.
so my kids was there, they tried to get the picture when I was actually had the hairstylist doing my hair for the cover, but it didn't work. It didn't look right. So we ended up, taking it how we did,
Mhm.
the picture that we did use. But Pete put everything together, like the title. He just texted me one night at like 3 in the morning. He texted me and was like, before the glass up. So I'm like, what? So yeah, that's how that came along. But I love the fact that he helped me. Like he actually listened to my songs. He put them in the order for me. Like he actually cared.
Yeah, and that's super real, especially coming from somebody like him. You got such a rich history in this music
Yeah, I
game.
don't
So
got
that's
nothing
what's up.
to say. Like even with my new project, I want him to put all his input because my project doing really good,
Yeah.
and I haven't seen no bad. Like nobody say nothing bad about my project. So, and I know
Oh
he know
yeah.
what he's talking about because he did this a million times.
That's what I'm saying. For sure, that part. Speaking of
hmm
the cover, you obviously got your kids on there. I was gonna ask you, like, music is super demanding. I know you know that, especially as an artist that's touring and whatnot.
hmm
How do you find comfort in the moments that you're away from your kids? Obviously, I'm sure you try to be around as much as you can, but yeah, how do you find comfort in the moments where you're not?
Like right now, I miss my kids. I don't know what to do. I can't even answer that question
It's very
because
real.
like I was like sad as hell yesterday, and then like when I'm away from them, I don't like talking to them because they babies for one. They can't just talk to me back. Then when I do try to talk to my little baby, he just hang up the phone, and then I get mad because I want to see them. So I just rather not, you know, talk to them. But I am like while they at home, everything they do, it come to my phone through their school. So I see stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's hard. I don't know. I really ain't found no comfort yet. I'm finna figure out how to sneak home and go get them though.
Yeah, now that's super real. Well, they should know, their mom is out here putting in work. As they grow up, it's gonna be dope as hell to see the whole journey that's on display for the
Yeah.
world. So, shout out to that. I got two more questions for you. On Point to Prove, I know you rapped about. You said I'm here, but it's not my destination. So, where do you want to take it? At what point in your career do you feel like you'll be satisfied?
I ain't never gonna be satisfied. Like I'm gonna keep going up. I
Yeah,
ain't never gonna be satisfied. I ain't never gonna be comfortable. None of that.
that's hard.
Um,
There is no ceiling to it. Is what you're saying?
mm-hmm. Period.
Got you, got you. My last question to you, check Sexy Red's obviously out now. Keeping your foot on the gas. What else can fans expect from you? What does the rest of the year look like? You working on new music? What's
Yeah,
up?
we working on a lot of new music. My project gonna drop in like the next 30 days.
Oh shit.
I think I'm
Okay.
dropping today. I don't know. I had did the Lotto put it on the flow remix.
Ah,
So
ah,
hopefully we drop it today.
okay.
But I'm working. That's why I'm at the studio. I'm getting these last song out so I can turn my project in. We just
Straight.
shooting videos. Um, yeah.
Okay. Good things on deck in store. What can you share about the project? Or should we just wait to hear it? Don't let me walk you in anything. Anything
Mm,
you want to say about it? Anything you want to preview?
not yet.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll leave it at that. I think we got the. Did you announce that anywhere?
I mean, mean, you know, I have interviews and stuff, but
Yeah.
I don't like we done changed the title and everything from the interviews that I did have.
Okay,
Yeah,
got you.
everything kind of changed, but it's still gonna be, you know, hard. It's gonna be 13 songs, no skips again.
That part. That's how you come.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right. For sure. Us as well. You know, you got our support. Fans looking out for it. That was all I had for you. Anything else you want to talk about? Anything you want to lead the people with?
Yeah, I see these little comments. They need to stop motherfucking playing with me.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
All right now.
like I'm from Memphis. I don't even play like that. What they be talking about in these comments. Ain't nobody touching nobody over here. Okay.
Man, you know they are insane. Everybody got top comment syndrome. They just be saying
Yeah,
something terrible.
y'all need to find out somebody to play with. They be fucking for Happy Meals, and you can tell.
Ah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're doing something right. If they're in there talking shit, yeah, that part.
Yeah. But thank you for having me.
Nah, the pleasure was all mine. Appreciate you for taking the time. We look forward to the new project.
Thank you.
For sure. Peace.